For this problem, we'll simplify the given expression. We have a complex fraction, and notice in the denominator of this term we have the square root of x squared plus 5. So let's multiply both the numerator and the denominator by this denominator, the square root of x squared plus 5. So we're really taking our original expression written in black, and we're multiplying it by the square root of x squared plus 5 over the square root of x squared plus 5, which is simply like multiplying through by 1. So we're not changing the meaning of the expression. So let's multiply through now. Remember, if I multiply the square root of x squared plus 5 times the square root of x squared plus 5, I simply end up with x squared plus 5. So I'm going to have 2x times x squared plus 5. Then I have my minus sign. When I distribute through to the second term, the square root of x squared plus 5 in the denominator will divide out with the square root of x squared plus 5 up in the numerator, and I'll just have 2x cubed. In the denominator, I have the square root of x squared plus 5 times x squared plus 5. Remember our rules for exponents. This square root of x squared plus 5 can really be written as x squared plus 5 to the 1/2 power times I have x squared plus 5 just to the first power. So I have like bases that I'm multiplying, and remember, I'll simply add those exponents. Now, when you start with a complex fraction and you multiply both the numerator and denominator through by the same term, you know you're doing it correctly if you end up with a simple fraction. In other words, it's not a complex fraction anymore. So this becomes, when I simplify, I'll distribute the 2x through. 2x times x squared gives me 2x cubed, plus 2x times 5 gives me 10x, and then I have minus 2x cubed. All over, I'm going to have that base x squared plus 5, and I'm going to add those exponents. 1/2 plus 1 is the same as 1/2 plus 2/2, or simply to the 3/2 power. So in the numerator, 2x cubed minus 2x cubed is just 0, so I have 10x left. And in the denominator, I have the quantity x squared plus 5 to the 3/2 power. And now I've simplified the complex fraction.